Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting on my channel. I am discussing manifesting in every area of your life. Hello, I'm Shannon, and I want to help you manifest your specific person, manifest more money, manifest those things into your life. All you have to do is claim it, okay? Go to the end. When you hear, what is the wish fulfilled, right? The wish fulfilled or living as if. That's going to the end, right? All of that is the same thing. It's the same thing as claiming it. Claim your desired reality. Remember, your imagination creates your reality, and your thoughts, everything from within you, your inner world, is the causation. Your outer world is what you're living in, and it's just all the past thoughts and beliefs and everything that went through your mind. That's what is your current reality. So in order to change and align with a new reality, your desired reality, all you need to do is claim that reality. You claim that reality over and over. You claim that reality as yours. You could claim it and just know it's yours, or you may want to continue to say the affirmations because sometimes we do need to build our belief. If we don't believe something, all we need to do is have a new thought, persist in the new thought, like with our specific person, persist in that new thought that you already are in the relationship, and you persist in it over and over and over until it becomes your reality. When will it manifest? As long as it takes for you to really accept this idea. So claim your reality. Okay, what things you could do to help you get clear, right? Because here's something. After talking to many clients and different followers, sometimes we're not clear on our desire. We're not clear what we want. And before you wake up to know that you're the creator, that's why your life is just, it's the randomness of reality if you didn't get clear on something that you wanted. Now, the first thing you're doing is getting clear on what you want. You don't have to know it in such detail, but you're just going to basically claim it. Okay, if you know you want to manifest more money or a better job, a job that you enjoy, manifest a relationship, manifest a new house, a new car, all of those things, manifesting anything, you just go to the end and claiming that desire, claiming it as yours, continue to claim it. And the big key is you don't stop claiming it. You don't stop claiming it. You don't look at the 3D reality and decide you're not claiming it anymore because the 3D reality is showing you something different. You continue to persist and persevere and claim that reality. No matter what you see in the 3D reality, you continue to claim that it's yours. It's already yours because you understand that it's coming from you. It's coming from everything you think and believe and assume, all within you. As within, so without. Everything in your reality is what you're contemplating and thinking about. All right. So what you could do is create that you're really, really good at having a disciplined mind, and you're really good at focusing. So because you want to be the person, the type of person, right? You can create this version of you where you are focused. You're focused on your desire. You're not worried whatever happens in the 3D reality because you're focused on your goal. Okay. You have a disciplined mind. You know where to put your focus and attention. So create that version of you by affirming that version. Like, I know how to focus. I know how to overcome the 3D reality. I know how to claim my reality and manifest it fast. Oh, hello everyone who's joining. All right, so I'm going to answer some questions. Today I decided to write the old story and let it go. For months, I tried living in the end, but the old story kept intruding. That's exactly what you want to do, okay? That is a powerful exercise because we let the old story rise to the surface, because if we feel like we're suppressing it, but it's still there, write it out and let that be the release of the story. You've released it and let it go. Okay. And if you need to do that exercise again or several times, it's okay. Keep doing it until you feel like it really is released. Okay. It could feel released in the first time you do that, but just know if you need to do that exercise again, just keep doing it, because you will overcome that and you will feel this sense of relief and release. You've let it go. Focus on your desired reality. 3D is hard to ignore though. I know, yeah. So what do we do to help ignore the 3D? Well, the more you have a deeper understanding that you're the creator, that is the powerful way to just not give importance to the 3D. Okay, you have to look at reality differently, right? You're here because you're resonating with this information and you're having something inside of you that tells you that this is true, right? That's why you're here. Well, what's also true is everything's already existing. Okay, so if all of reality exists and all of reality is coming from you and through you, whatever you're experiencing is just a possibility. There are infinite possibilities, and you don't have to continue to live in the unwanted experience. You get to choose. And how do you shift realities? You do that by shifting your focus, and you stop paying attention to the thing you don't want. And you start paying attention and putting your attention and focus and light up that reality that you prefer. So whether, even if, because some people will say don't daydream, but daydreaming about it would be better than daydreaming about your preferred reality would be a better kind of technique. It would be a better thing to do than to focus on hating and not wanting what you currently have. So whatever you could do to shift your focus, because it may start out as a daydream and then you could shift it, because the reason you don't want it to feel like such a daydream is because you don't want to feel like it's unattainable or it's off in the future and it's just a dream, but it's not. So you could turn that daydream into a feeling of being in that dream. Okay, so it could be a place to start. How do you ignore the 3D reality? You just have to keep reminding yourself, this too will pass. This is the old reality. And the more that you could say that and just focus your attention. Okay, remember, the 3D reality is valuable. So that's kind of the way that I perceive it, is no matter what, it's valuable because it's right now telling you, it's showing you what you don't want. Okay, so you manifested unknowingly, most likely, right? A lot of that's unconscious. You unconsciously manifested the things you didn't want. That's valuable. It helped you get clear on what you do want. Not only that, you also are realizing your power from within. You're understanding that you have the power to shift your focus and look and create something new. Think of yourself as a creator. Okay, you're a creator. You're not just like a human being, but you are a creator who came here to live life, enjoy life, use your creative power, which is your imagination, right? Your spiritual sensation, it's your imagination. You came here to wake up, to overcome, and to get all the things that you want. Okay, so think of it, any ways that you could do make it where you're not feeling like you're so stuck and not liking what you're dealing with, but that you could shift your attention to, this too shall pass, and this, you know what, I'm going to enjoy what's here because I know something even better is for me. All right, remember, the stories that we tell ourselves is what's manifesting. So you help to tell a story to get through it. I even told stories about unwanted experiences several years ago that helped me. Were those stories that I told myself true? No, but that story helped me no longer focus on the unwanted reality. Okay, I tried to find the value where I could and then move on from that reality by focusing on the preferred reality. I think I have an Amazon delivery. I just heard, I heard the buzzer. Hello, hi everyone. Yeah, I am Sasha. Hello, how are you? Hi, Evan. Hello. Okay, wait, let me see where we're at. Emily, I give up too easily. At Emily, I give up too easily. Yeah. Okay, well, start to intend. Make that part of your self-concept, right? You know what? I have drive. Okay, you have to think of the opposite, right? Like you have to think about what you want it to be. It's like, are you giving up easy, or do you have drive, and do you have determination, and do you have like a wanting, and you have this desire? The reason you have this desire is because the desire is already helping you understand and expand in consciousness, right? You're expanding in consciousness because you're having a new understanding about reality and understanding that the unseen, invisible reality is all existing. And you, in order to align with that reality, you're just going to light it up with the thoughts and and feelings and beliefs from that reality. You're going to know that that reality exists, and you're going to choose that reality. And you're going to say to yourself, I'm going to try to be more determined. I intend to be more determined. And I don't, okay, because I get it. We're like, yeah, we kind of joke about ourselves, but start to be more deliberate about what you're saying and catch it, okay? Because it's like, I give up too easily. I know you're telling the truth of what you feel. Yeah, I give up too easily. But now you don't want to be that way anymore, because you could, this is such an easy life, and it's so fun and it's so exciting. So you want to start shifting that to, I don't give up. I get everything I want. I've made this easy. I don't have to give up, or I don't have to feel like I'm giving up, because I've made a reality where it's really easy to manifest. It's just the story you tell. So you have to be more determined in your mind to tell the story of something good for your life versus telling all the unwanted. Oh, I was rejected, and then we're focusing on being rejected. Oh, I don't have enough money, and now we're focusing on not having enough money. I never have enough money. It's never working out for me. If you're having all of those thoughts, you're aligning with that reality that aligns you with that. Okay, so awareness of, what you're saying and thinking. You simply can just go to the end and claim what you want to, what you want it to be. I don't even have to worry about giving up, because it's effortless for me to manifest. Just let that be your dominant thought. It's effortless. It's so easy for me. I am so focused on my desire. It's easy for me to focus on my desire. It's easy for me to paint the picture of the best case scenario and want to live that reality. Okay, all of that still puts you in the direction of of a preferred reality. Okay, even if it's general like that, that will help you align with moving in that direction and creating momentum in the reality and experiences of what you prefer, what you would want to prefer. Jayla, I can't release 20 years of trauma. Okay, you can. There are many ways to release trauma. Okay, so the first step is to say, I'm going to try. Okay, instead of I can't, can you just switch it? You don't have to say I am going to and declare it, because maybe that feels too far away. But instead say, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. Okay, because it's at least that's moving in the direction of, I'm going to give it a try. I intend to release. I intend that this trauma, we could also look at what the experience has brought to us. The trauma has brought to a realization that you want to live your best life going forward, right? And that you're going to be determined in your mind to focus on living a good life. The idea of just living a good life will bring you to that realization of a manifestation of a reality that will align with that. But instead of focusing on trauma, can't release the trauma, just shift it and say what you do want, okay? Just say what you do want. Instead of I can't do this, I do want to live a good life. I do want to feel better. I do want to feel happy. I intend to feel happy. I intend to feel excited about life. I intend to feel fulfilled, okay? If you just shift a little bit, that will bring momentum where you will have better experiences and you will see a shift. I intend to release. Remember, what we're putting our attention on, whatever you're consciously aware of in the story you're telling, that's what's creating your life. All you have to do is start telling a different story. Just start telling a different story that feels good to you. Yeah, that was an assumption, right? Our assumptions are creating. Can you give tips to manifest working for myself when I don't know doing what? Absolutely. Well, you're always starting with that place of the self-concept of you're valuable, right? So just paint a picture. This is like, you do those brainstorming exercises in school. Take out a piece of paper and just start brainstorming. Like when you go to the end of somebody who's working for themselves, and you just have to start to decide like, okay, the brainstorm would be, I'm working for myself. I have great hours, flexible hours, right? I'm not telling you what, but I'm giving you ideas and you're going to add to it, right? And I'm making money where there is no ceiling and money can come in really easily. And so it's making that list of the things that how would you want your day to look in this, working for yourself. Okay. Now you're working on the idea of your self-concept. It's like, I am creative and I am talented and I'm always coming up with really great ideas. And I have brilliant ideas that are making me millions of dollars, or whatever you want it to be, hundreds of thousands. Like, throw the million in there. Why not? Right? Whatever you want. Right? So I am talented. I am creative. I am innovative. I do have great ideas. I am a genius. I'm able to tap into ideas that bring me a business. I intend to find my passion. I am passionate about life. I want to do something, right? Even if it's I want, right? Your idea is that you're focusing on painting the picture of that reality. Now, how does this work? Well, you affirm that. You affirm that. Okay, you did some brainstorming. You're affirming from your brainstorming. You're affirming the version of you who does, who can come up with these ideas. Pretty much every innovative person has done something like this. They went into their imagination and they knew there's infinite possibilities. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to affirm that. As you affirm that, you're aligning with the reality that you're on the path. So you will just see an article that will spark your interest, or you will see a video that you align with, and then you'll watch a little bit more. So it's like, what, right? You will manifest it. You will see, like, even for my business, I didn't intend to even build a business with manifesting at all. Okay. I just knew that I wanted a change. And I knew, I just started affirming, really, I am creative. Okay, I didn't believe any of those things in the beginning. I didn't believe I was really creative or talented. I didn't think I was a good communicator. All these things that I didn't think I was, all I had to do was claim it. So I claimed it. And then I would look at people that I found to be inspiring, and I would claim to have the type of character traits that they held. And I would download those ideas into me. So, and I got that idea from when I read Think and Grow Rich, right? With Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And in the last couple of chapters, he's talking about the mastermind that he created. And he would sit down and in his imagination, he would imagine that he was, Napoleon Hill interviewed over 500 multimillionaires or millionaires and multimillionaires. And he wrote Think and Grow Rich. And that book is a compilation of everything he learned. The title, first of all, what's the title? Think and Grow Rich. It's your thoughts. It's what you're thinking about and grow rich. Just think and grow rich. Like, there's the secret right on the title of the book. All right. So Napoleon Hill would imagine that he was with Abraham Lincoln. I'm trying to remember, because I created my own and I'm trying to remember who he had. He had like Abraham Lincoln, Napoleon. He would imagine, it was like 10 people, whether they're alive or deceased. And he'd go in his imagination and he would imagine that he was with them and that he was just having conversations with them. So it's a powerful way to tap into, like for me, I had Oprah, that I was sitting down with Oprah because I thought she's a great communicator and she knows how to ask questions and she really keeps the conversation rolling. And I love that. And that's what I wasn't. So I started tapping into that idea. I'm like, I intend to communicate really powerfully like Oprah. I intend to go within and build my intuition and my connection with that inner self, that inner being, right? That higher self, infinite intelligence. So there are so many ways you could do this, right? You just start focusing on like, it's okay if you say, I don't know what I want to do, but I want to feel free and I want to feel like money's flowing in and I want to feel passionate about what I do. That's what you start. That's where you start, because the minute you start there, you're starting to align with that reality. Every step you take, you could go to a barbecue or a party or something, or a restaurant, whether it's a stranger or someone you know, they'll bring up a topic and it will align, it will click in your head like, yes, you'll have an idea or something, right? It will line you up with that reality. So that's how you do that, okay? Now, with your self-concept, add in like, I am valuable and everyone sees my value. right? You're being the version, say to yourself the version of you who is successful, right? I'm a successful business owner. I'm successful at what I do. I am valuable, and my clients see my value, or people see my value. Whatever you produce, people see your value. That's ideas of how you can do that. This same thing relates to every area of your life. Sometimes I want to take a break from my SP because I have a hard time changing the story. But I'm afraid it's around the corner. It's not even around the corner. It's already yours. It's not around the corner. I want you to tweak that idea. Stop focusing on your specific person. Okay, because if you're already feeling like you want to take a break from your SP because now you're having a hard time changing the story, the only story you need to change is step into the version of you who feels completely loved. So you're going to do that yourself by giving yourself self-love. You're going to see yourself in the highest regard. That's all you need to do is change your concept of self, and your world will reflect that. Your specific person will reflect that, okay? Because you will be feeling really confident. You will be feeling more sure. You will be knowing. You will see reflections in the different areas of your life. You will see a reflection in your specific person. You don't need to focus on them. Okay, especially if you're feeling like, I want to take a break. In my opinion, focus on your specific person when you're feeling really sure and really confident, and you're having movement already, and now you just tweak any old story. But when you claim and go to the end of already having your desire, that supersedes anything else you need to think about. All you need to do is go to the end and claim, I have it. Right? I have the relationship. I'm in a fully committed relationship where we are, my specific person is completely devoted to me, right? You don't have to think about specific person. I'm in a reality where it's pure devotion and loyalty. And here are my standards. You can write out your own standards. My standards in a relationship look like this, feeling fulfilled, being a priority, loyalty, right? So all you have to do is focus on the idea of a powerful relationship that you want to be in, and just become that. Assume it. You become it by assuming it. You assume it now. Okay. And let's not feel like it's just around the corner. It's not just around the corner. It's already, you already have it. Just tweak that you already have it. Like, you are the one. When someone says oh, that's such an eligible bachelor, it's like that person is oh my God. Everyone's oh, I would love to be dating. I'd love to be with that person. Okay, now turn that to yourself, where you're thinking about yourself. When you think about yourself, just think about yourself in you're the one that, whether it's everyone or however you say this, everyone or anyone you're attracted to, anyone you're attracted to just thinks you're the one. Okay, now look at yourself that way. Feel yourself to be that person. Feel yourself to be that version. You only need to claim it. Claim yourself to be that version. Keep claiming yourself to be that person. I am adored. I am totally treasured. I am valued. I am worthy of everything I want. I am deserving of everything I want. I am a masterpiece. I'm one and the only me, and I'm unique. Those are the things that you affirm to yourself. I am a priority, and I expect to be treated like a priority. And then you're affirming that. You will see movement in your reality. You can play around in your imagination a little bit and imagine, what would it feel like to be such a priority? Okay, feel that now. Create yourself. You be the priority in your own life for yourself. How are you going to prioritize yourself? Prioritize your feelings. Make sure nobody's walking on you. Make sure you don't feel like you're a doormat, okay? You prioritize yourself. All right, so it's already done. I'm excited. I'm excited for you because I know it's done, okay? It is done. Just keep, now, when you, instead of thinking it's around the corner, wait a minute, it's already done. So that's a matter of you consistently saying, oh, this is already done. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. All right. And that will just feel like a natural, normal thought. It's already done. Really, the game of life and how to play it is you just have to convince yourself of this new reality that you're already in it. That's all you need to do. Why do I feel like I don't want to manifest my SP anymore, but I know I still do? Yeah, Gabriella. You know, because if there was a rejection and we feel rejected and now we want what we think we can't have. I mean, I'm not saying you can't have, but we want something that we don't have. Okay, maybe the people asleep would say you want something you can't have, but it's like we want something that we don't have, but actually everything in this reality is part of you. Everything in this reality is one and connected with you. It's all energy and it's all part of you and it's all coming from you. So you do have it. So why do you still want? So here, wait, let's just get clear. What do you want? I think I want it. I don't know if I want it. Because even when we go back and forth, we might not see movement in our reality because it's like, I think I want this, but do I really want that person? Or I don't know, would it work out right now where you're thinking all these different scenarios? Just do an exercise of getting clear. Ask yourself, what do I want? I want a loving relationship. Does it have to be this specific person? Some people might say, yeah, it has to be them. Okay. But just know there are thousands of people that match your criteria, more than thousands. There are thousands and thousands, hundreds and thousands that match your criteria. So you do want to think about the idea of abundance, because if we think there's only one of something, that's a scarcity mindset. Okay, so this will help manifest a specific person. Okay, instead of thinking the scarcity mindset, it only has to be this one person. But just remember, there is an abundance of possibilities. Okay, this will help you get into the idea of abundance mindset, right? Abundance. There's not just one person. So get clear on, what do you want? Okay, I definitely, like you're thinking to yourself, okay, I definitely want a relationship. I want somebody who's there. I want somebody who's there like every day for me. I want somebody who I can trust. I want someone who I could laugh with. I want to go on vacation, right? Like, so you're getting clear on what do you want? Yeah, you want it. Let's say it's a relationship, okay? And you want a relationship. So does it need to be this specific person, or can it be, are you open to love? Okay. Ask yourself that, okay? Even if it is this specific person, say, okay, well, it's not that specific person because you want a new version, the ideal version of that specific person, okay? Now, all you have to do is go, instead of focusing on the outer reality, you go within, okay? You're going to go within and claim what you want. I want a relationship. I intend to have a relationship. And maybe scripting will be really powerful for you. Just take out a notebook and start scripting. What would the perfect day feel like? Waking up next to, the love of your life. And what did it feel like? Get in that state of mind of the feeling. What does it feel? How do you feel? And what are you thinking? And what are you saying? What does that feel like to have that? Get clear on what you want and then affirm what you want. It doesn't have to be the specific person. Focus on yourself. Be the version of yourself in that reality, knowing that you're chosen, knowing that you're number one, create your standards or boundaries or whatever you need, right? That you prefer in your own reality, and you will manifest that reality. It may be your specific person and a new person. It could be many people. It could be a new person that you prefer. Okay? So just focus more going to that preferred reality that you want to experience and be that version of you by affirming it. Ariana, I feel like I'm stuck between my old reality and my new reality. I don't really know what to do. Because even when we start to say it, it's like I feel stuck and I'm affirming, and then I see the 3D and I'm stuck between these realities. Start just shifting your thoughts. You know what? I know I've shifted into my new reality. Okay, just decide that, because you're the creator. You could decide that, right? You're not stuck between realities. You just think you are. So start saying that I am in my new reality. My new reality is manifesting. I am the operant power. Everything is working out for me. Good things are meant to be in my life. Okay, you'd be creating that, right? But create. I was born to live a good life. I was born to have prosperity. Okay, just shift your thoughts to being in the new reality. I'm in my new reality, even though the 3D has not totally reflected it yet, but I already know that new reality has been ordered. It's all taken care of. It's all mine. Jayla, I've identified my safe place and start a 9-month program next week. Amazing. Okay, so when you are doing anything, just make an intention. You want to add the intention with it, right? You're doing a 9-month program. Intend this program is going to help you catapult you into a whole new life, and you'll be overcoming, right? You set the intention of what you want from this. Okay, because every morning, set your intention. What do you want your day to look like? Set your intention. Today is going to look amazing. Today is going to go better than ever. Today is the best day. I intend today is the best day of my life. Okay. Will it be the best day of your life? It might not feel like it, but if you keep affirming that over and over every morning you wake up, you will align with that reality where you're like, oh my God, it does feel like the best day of my life. Okay. So remember, you persist, and keep persevering. Consistently have the thoughts that align with that reality. You're having awful screaming nightmares. Just if you're having awful screaming nightmares, what you could do is just say that's release. You were talking about release. You can release, and that is part of the releasing. And that's releasing and purging out, right? Okay, you're dumping out the old story. Yeah, Vivian, you're welcome. My SP is married, and he tells me that he will divorce soon, and sometimes acts he is happily married. All right, well, it's because you have a perception. Remember, your perception is creating your reality. Okay. Instead of whatever you're saying, you're affirming. Excuse me. Whatever you're saying, you're affirming that reality. All right. So I want you to be thinking the story only. You want to align with the reality where you are together. Don't focus so much. You just tell that story like when you think about it. If you're thinking he's happily married, just say, no, he's with me. That's it. Okay? No, he's with me. And then you focus on yourself, being in the end, being the person who feels that devotion, right? Like you're in a relationship where it's total devotion to you. You are seeing yourself as a priority. You're seeing yourself as completely wanted and chosen and adored. Okay. See your world. Remember, it's really powerful because you're the main character in your reality. Bring all the attention to your world. Okay, so start thinking of your own life because it's your life. Think of your own life as like, this is your world, and your world is magnetic, and your world is fun, and your world is safe, and your world is filled with love, and your world is your world. Okay, so you're going to affirm that, like, my world is magnetic, and my world feels really fun, and my world feels really safe, and it feels so good to be with me, right? Like, what is your perception about reality? You claim the perception or the experience you want. Claim it. So you could manifest things into your life really easily by affirming. It's like you're a magnet and everything wants to be part of your reality, part of your experience. Yeah, Maria, how to manifest a new SP that you don't know. Yeah, okay. You don't need to know a person. I mean, whenever I'm talking about SP, it could be new love. You just insert the idea of new love. You're going to do exactly the same thing. Okay. You don't have to, because you're not really focused on that person. You're focused on yourself being in a happy relationship, being in a fulfilling relationship. What would that feel like to be in a fulfilling relationship? What would you be saying to yourself? You're going to affirm that reality. You're going to affirm yourself as being number one, the best, being chosen, feeling great about yourself. Knowing that you're perfect the way you are. You're already perfect. There's nothing you need to do or change. Okay, so affirm that version. Now, it will be very powerful to get clear on what do you want in a partner. Okay, what would because you could write all the characteristics. Just start writing the characteristics, like the attributes of a partner that you want. Someone who's loyal, committed, kind, compassionate, driven, successful, right? You're going to get clear about that. You could pull up Google and just Google what are great character traits, okay? And now look at, there will be lists of hundreds of them, and now you're going to choose what's important to you. What's important. You could also get clear on what would you want someone who likes to do what you do, someone that likes to work out, or somebody that likes to not work out, or somebody that likes to do this or that. Like, down to their features, you can manifest what their features are. You can manifest what kind of job they have. I have done that. I've manifested exactly, exactly the car they drive. I mean, I was testing it out, right? Car, job, pretty much everything. Yeah, everything. So you can manifest all the details. If you understand that you're creating it and it's coming from your imagination, I've created things that felt like I couldn't even believe it happened because it seems so unreal, because literally everything I wrote down became true. Okay, so go ahead, get clear on that. Okay, but you're gonna always want to build the foundation of the relationship. You don't want it to be a surface level. You can add the character, the features and how you see someone. But remember, a really great relationship is not on the surface. It's a deeper love. Okay, there's a deeper connection. So create that I intend to find a deep connection, right? Something deep that we feel like we've known each other and we feel so safe and sure with one another. And it's easy to talk to one another. So those are the things you can write with your character traits, like someone who it's easy to talk to, someone I feel so comfortable with, anything, anything. I mean, I wrote down things like makes breakfast and likes to cook and helps around, likes to do things around the house and takes care of himself, right? So those are all the things, and all those things manifested. All right, everything I wrote down manifested. Okay, so I did forget to write some things down. I just added them. I just added them later. Okay, so think about it like that. You could just add whatever doesn't manifest right up front. That's okay too, because all you have to do is tweak it. Sarah Rose. Hey Shannon, what if people told you what you said to SP made it seem like you friend zoned him? Don't give importance to that whole story. Just continue to affirm. I mean, I don't know exactly what you want, right? So whatever you want, just be like, none of that matters. Whatever your friends said don't matter. Your SP doesn't care what they said. That's not important. All you need to do is go to the end of what you want, okay? Because you're looking at the circumstance and you're manifesting from the circumstance. Instead of doing that, just go to the end. The eternal now, right now in the eternal now is what you want to manifest from. Don't manifest from or the idea of don't create from or align with the reality from a circumstance. You don't have to do that. I mean, you really kind of don't want to do that. You could just go to the end. It's not going to be important. Okay. So you could write out the story, like in your head, what's the story you would want? Whatever you want it to be, just start affirming that. Like whatever story you're telling yourself is what's manifesting. So if you're right now, you're like, oh my God, my friend, like we could be freaking out because friends told something, right? And your friend said to SP, like, she's friend zoning you. And okay, so now the more that you think about that story and tell that story and worry about that story, that whole story just stays in place. Instead of thinking about that, just go to the end. No, we're not friend zoned because SP is totally in love with me because I'm a goddess and I'm amazing and I'm filled with love and I'm the one that like he wants to bow down to and wants to treat like a queen. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying bow down to in a way where, well, like in a loving way, in a cute, fun, loving way. Okay. Sorry, what happens when you give up on your SP? I'm kind of over it. Yeah, if you're been persisting for a while, got movement, but now I'm moving to New York City, don't want it anymore. However, it would be nice to have SP in my life some way, shape, or form. Okay, this goes with that other question too. I would love to talk to him before I leave. However, I don't really want to tell him. I have a feeling he'll call me and confirm when I'm over it completely. Okay, if that's your feeling, that's what will happen. most likely, right? We're manifesting from the stories that we tell ourselves. Just go to the end. We don't have to focus on a specific person. You really don't. It's all whatever you're creating from your perception of yourself. All you have to do is perceive yourself as the most wanted. Perceive yourself as the most desirable. Perceive yourself as the one, like you're the one, like how do you think people perceive you? Don't think only about your specific person, but just generally. This is how you can create your identity. You create your identity, right? That's your self-concept. You create your identity by thinking, well, what do people think about me? Okay. If right now you think, well, maybe I seem like a pushover and maybe I seem like, yeah, I'm not that confident. And I mean, get honest with yourself and true with yourself, because all those things that you think you are, that you don't want to be, stop being that then. Stop aligning with that. Stop thinking from that version of you, and now get clear on who you are. If you want to be in a solid relationship where you know you're totally chosen and wanted, and there is no ifs, ands, or buts, but you're the one, and you feel so sure about that and so secure about that, then you're going to affirm that. That's who you are. I'm so sure about myself. I know I'm number one. I know I'm the most loving. I know I'm the most attractive. You keep affirming it over and over till you really feel it on a deep level that this is so true. Okay? And you only need to affirm how you see yourself, and people in your reality will reflect that. Affirm that, like, I am the most attractive. I'm the one that people have chemistry with. Or maybe you want to be more specific, because do you want a reality where it's just like all these people with chemistry? so maybe you want to be a little more specific, because you would create that, right? You could create a reality where it's like anyone you're interested in is interested in you. So you'd affirm that. Anyone I like is head over heels for me. Because that's good. That way you don't have to focus on the whole story with your specific person, but yet you're creating the reality where they will align with that reality. Anyone I like is madly in love with me. Anyone I like there is the chemistry, the conversation, everything is so perfect and so amazing. Okay, so you want to be... what you want to do is paint that picture of that reality, and you consistently affirm that. Okay, I have my hot girl walking meditation, and it's not gender specific, by the way. It's just, that's the title because I thought that was cute, but that affirmation is really powerful. I was walking my dog like a month ago, and I can't tell you how many people, I'll listen to that. So that meditation is, I am confident, and I walk with my shoulders back and my head up tall, and I'm confident in myself, and I know who I am, and I know that I'm powerful, and I know I'm attractive, and I'm the most attractive person in the room, and I know that I am love, and I'm magnetic love, and I radiate love, this love that everyone is attracted to, and people want to know who I am. And so that's kind of the idea of what that meditation is. So I even listen to it when I'm walking my dog. I can't tell you. It's like I walk my dog and I have people walk up to me and just like they're asking me out. Okay, so it was funny because like this guy that was like 20 years younger than me, was just recently asking me out, and then I kept running into him walking dogs, and I was like, oh my God, no. I want to take you out. I want to like wine and dine you. Have you heard of this? I was like, no, I'm just not available. Okay, so anyway, it works. Listen to those kind of meditations, and then you take the affirmations from those meditations and just let those be your dominant thoughts about yourself. Okay, your dominant thoughts about yourself would be like you feel like you're the best choice, and you not only feel it, you know it. And then when you're really feeling so sure about that, it will reflect in your specific person. Okay, if you say to me, well, I kind of feel that way already for the most part, well then you want to focus on how your specific person sees you. You can create imaginal scenes and inner conversations with your specific person. Imagine that they're with you. Imagine you're out to dinner. Imagine you're looking into their eyes and you could feel their presence across the table from you or next to you, right? And you're imagining what that conversation is, or imagine that you're laughing, and imagine when you think about them, you decide what they think about you. and they think that you're just incredible, and they think that how much they love hanging out with you, and they think you're the best thing in this world. Okay, so you just have to create that by affirming that over and over. Okay, now, does it need to be over and over that you do that all day long? No, you just, when you think about them, okay, maybe they're on your mind a lot, but when they are on your mind, that's what you'll think. Okay, there is power in not thinking about this person all the time. Okay, you don't want to feel like they're separate from you. You're there. You already got them. It's already in the bag. It's already in the bag. You already got it. Okay, if it's already in the bag and you already got it, you're like living your life, and you're like going to work, and you're thinking about work, and you're being productive, and you're doing the fun things in life. Okay, so it's in the bag. You don't need to be affirming and making it happen. We don't need, because that, when we do that, what that really is implying is you don't have something and you're trying to chase something, or you're trying, you feel the lack of it. Okay. That's why when people say, I've been doing this for a year and I haven't had results, because you're focused more on the lack of not having it. Okay. If you have it in the bag, you're not doing that. Okay. Keep affirming. So don't focus so much on them. Just keep focusing on how you expect to be treated, how you expect people to perceive you. Okay, and make it more general so you don't have to focus on the lack of somebody in your life. Yeah, there to share. Manifestation is like an Amazon delivery. Exactly. Just said goodbye to my SP after he said he didn't love me, but I'm not letting that throw me off. Okay, good. Now, you know what, Carol? Go try this. Try revision. I'm telling you, revision is powerful. Just revise it. Okay. Revise what you heard, revise that situation and make it a little bit different. Okay. What are they thinking when they think about you? They think that you're the best. Okay. Now, exactly what I've been saying. Hopefully you've been here, but just go to your self-concept of, like, go to the hot girl walking meditation. Listen to that. That's in my playlist on YouTube. Listen to that and take those affirmations, and then just feel and become that version of you. Because I get what I want and he'll conform. Because yeah, so that's a great affirmation. I get what I want, and everything conforms in my reality. Well, everything is conforming. Okay. So everything in your reality is already conforming to the beliefs that you're holding and the feelings that you're holding. Samantha, I'm having a hard time manifesting my SP. Everything and everyone is conforming except him. I'm so good at manifesting a specific person. I'm manifesting everything, and I know it works. If it's working for that friend and that ex and that person, it's working for him. Okay, so you got to switch what you're saying. Because here's the thing, you looked at reality, you looked at the 3D, and you're like, oh, I'm good at this. And then you realized, but it's not working with that person. And now that's a whole story that you're focusing on, but accept him. Why isn't it working for him? And then guess what? Sometimes when it feels like it's not working, now we're like, well, why isn't it working? What do I need to do differently? All you needed to do, well, that just throws you off basically, because all you needed to do is say, and it will work for him, and it is working for him, and this desire is already mine. It comes from me, so it's already mine, right? That's what you affirm. Okay, be the version of you who's not having a hard time manifesting, but you are incredibly good at manifesting people. You are so good at it. You're like the expert master manifester. That's what you claim. Okay, affirm that version of you, because you will align with that version and see the evidence in your reality of the truth of that. Okay, I'm so good at this. Okay, just like anything else you're manifesting. You might say that and kind of laugh and go, yeah, no, I'm not. No, but you got to persist. Yes, I am. I intend to be so powerful at manifesting. It's like my whole world is just changing and everybody's noticing. And my friends are telling me, wow, you're really, what's going on with your life? You're, like, everything in your world seems so magical. And it's like, you are so lucky. You just walk into everything and it's like, and you're always upgraded and great things happen to you. Okay, like you could create that. I've created a reality like that just by saying stuff like that, consistently saying stuff like that. Okay, I'm a master at this. I'm so good at this. And you persist until you see the evidence. You persist until it becomes your reality. not just see evidence, but till it's really hard and a hard, solid fact of your reality. So that's what the game of life, or the game of manifesting, is all about: staying persistent until it becomes an actual fact in your reality. And you don't stop, and you don't look at the 3D and say it didn't happen, because you're the operant power. And if you're saying it didn't happen, you're creating that it didn't happen. You're aligning with that reality that it's not happening. You have to affirm it is happening. It is mine. It's already mine. It already happened. Samantha, I can think of someone and they message or call. See, perfect. And every time that happens, keep going, oh yes, I'm good at this. I'm so good at this. Okay, because you build that on such a deeper belief, or such a deeper level in belief. Okay, yes, that's what I focus on. Okay, good. That's what you're focused on? Perfect. Yeah, it's like I want him in my life in some way, but not a relationship anymore. Okay, then you just want to affirm that. Yeah, just affirm that. Like, he's in my life. Remember, here's what's important. Catch the stories that you're telling yourself, because when we're not even paying attention and we're making a sandwich, or we're making a salad, or we're driving somewhere, or we get on a plane and we're just walking, and what's going on in your head? Are you sitting there going, and they never said anything to me, and why didn't they do that? And now we're contemplating the whole story of the 3D reality we didn't want. All you have to do is start. It's a mental discipline. The discipline, and you are mentally disciplined, all of you. So just claim that I'm mentally disciplined. Now you're just going to say things like you want it to be, instead of reliving the story like you didn't want. Just start saying, that happened. I didn't like that. But what I do want is, I want him to be in my life. I like that he's in my life. I intend he's in my life, and our relationship is better than ever. Okay. And even if you don't know what you want, you could still tweak it along the way. And congratulations where you're going on New York, okay? Don't keep yourself trapped by the past. Okay, exactly. Because when we focus on the past, we're creating from the past of a limited viewpoint. Instead, go to the unlimited and just claim to be unlimited in the present moment, and claim the reality you prefer. Because the past does not have to affect your future. The thing is, there's a perception that you think it does, but it doesn't. Okay, so dissolve that perception. Whatever was said to you earlier today, whatever your SP said, whatever anyone said to you, it doesn't have to affect your manifestation. All you have to do is create right now. Create from the now. Create by claiming the now, claiming the desired reality now. How can I stop to doubt? I do have a meditation on YouTube. It is in my playlist. It's called Trust and Know Your Desire is Yours. Okay, trust and know your desire is yours. So when we're doubting, it's because we're not trusting. So you need to focus more on the idea of trust. I trust. I intend to trust. I intend to know. I intend to trust in myself. I intend to feel that I'm sure of myself. Okay, so you really just have to focus on trusting and knowing and believing. Okay, and that meditation will be powerful to listen to. And that meditation is affirmations like, so you could take those affirmations and let those be your dominant thoughts. I know how to overcome my 3D reality. I know how to transcend any unwanted experience. I know how to trust in myself. I trust in myself, and I trust in the process. I trust in others. I believe that this is possible. I believe in it more. I believe more in the possibility of good things happening. Okay, that's all we have to do is shift our thoughts in that direction and stay consistent with it, okay? Declare that you have trust and faith, okay? So you got to stop the cycle by claiming what you want. You stop the cycle by breaking those old habits, okay? And you create new habits with new thought patterns. Manifesting multiple things, any tips? Everything. So you can think general, right? I always get what I want. I'm always in the right place at the right time. Everything's always working out for me. My life gets better and better. I always get everything, okay? So if you're, so those general beliefs will obviously imply that if you get everything you want, then you'll manifest everything you want. Okay, so create that now, and continue to let that be a dominant belief that you hold. Okay, I always get what I want. Even when you don't, you still have to claim, nope, somehow, some way I get what I want. I know how to manifest multiple things at once, because guess what? We're already manifesting multiple things at once. You're already manifesting everything in your reality. So you've already been doing it. All we have to do to manifest those things is put our attention on saying, those are all mine. That's all mine. It's all my reality. If you want to do an exercise like scripting, you could script out what does your day look like having all those things in your life. Heat Marie, yeah, I saw signs of SP all weekend, and today I just got triggered by 3D, just impatient. Yeah, you had the signs all weekend, and then at some point it's like you're thinking, yeah, but my SP is not here. Okay, so don't think you're impatient, because impatience aligns, that's not the wish fulfilled. The wish fulfilled is you're patient, or you have your desire. So if you have your desire, you would not be impatient. Okay. So I intend to be patient. I intend to know this desire is already mine, and I intend to see evidence in my reality. This is mine, and I've seen the evidence, and I know it's mine, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm actually just going to move on to a new topic because it's already done. It's already done, so you don't have to think about it so much. Okay, guess what? It's okay that you got triggered too. I want to remind you that. I got triggered. That's no big deal. It doesn't delay my manifestation. My manifestation's still mine. I was triggered today. I forgot I'm the creator. That's what you could say to yourself. Like, I forgot I'm the creator and I got triggered, but I'm the creator. Oh my God. Like, do you understand the depth of knowing that? The depth of you being the creator? All you have to do is keep focusing on your preferred reality. Okay. When I say focusing on it, focus more on what that feeling would be and how you would feel. How would it feel that you have this? Okay, you wouldn't feel like you're lacking it and you're waiting for it. You wouldn't feel that. You would feel like, I already have it. It's in the bag. I got it. It's mine. It's done. Okay, so just claim that. It's done. All right, guys, I do have to run. You guys are powerful. You're powerful. I'm intending movement. I'm intending you see your desires. You're experiencing your desires. I'm seeing so many success stories. I was looking for somebody who's had a lot of, I've had so many success stories. So just know that the success is already yours. If you want to join my free Facebook group, I have that available. It's a community where you can ask questions in there. Stay on your mental diet. If you want to level up with your manifestations, I have my private VIP group where I go live in that group several times a week talking about different topics, whatever you're suggesting. It's a powerful group to help you stay aligned with knowing that you're the operant power. I have my course that I created. That's the blueprint for creating your self-concept, the identity of you having your desire. That's a powerful course. I've had so many success stories from that course. If you want to do the work on your, by yourself, and you just sit down and you focus, you get focused and clear about the version of yourself. So the exercises in that course are powerful. Okay, you guys, I also have some one-on-one coaching available. If you just look at the link in my description, if you are looking to work with me. And I intend you guys see your power on such a deep level. Okay, bye.